Hi, my name is Faith Stone. I'd like to welcome you to the Lotus and Lion Gallery and also our international exhibition of contemporary Buddhist and Hindu art. We started the gallery and the exhibition because we saw a real need for a place for these contemporary artists to work. So many people now in the West are doing Buddhas and Ganeshas and Shivas. It can be very difficult to find a place to show them. It's a growing genre, but very few places to show. So we decided here at SHOSHONI, where we already have beautiful sacred art throughout the temples, that this would be an ideal place and a service that we could supply. So we have artists from Karma Kunsak is from Lhasa, Tibet. He's a refugee living in Australia, and he's considered the father of contemporary Tibetan art. He has both two Buddhas, a black one and a white one, with the same figures inside, a Chenrezi, green Tara, white Tara, Sumatra Manjushri, Milarepa, together, kind of showing the opposites as well. Right below is an artist that we met last year at our exhibition, Sejal Silakoti. She has a Ganesh, and then also one that is I Am the Universe, she calls it. So she's a contemporary sculptor. We have Diana Uma Woodward. She's from Canada and was a painter for a long time with the Shivananda ashrams, and this is her Vishnu. One of Vishnu's forms was as the tortoise or the turtle. This is one of Karma's students, Luca, from Australia, and he's done a Manjushri, and it's very common for Karma to reference the Australian dots, and so Luca has done that as well. And then here we have three beautiful paintings by the same artist. This one is a interpretation of Narasimha, who has a man-lion form, and he has human feet, and he came to defeat the demon who are here under his feet. And he has two cranes, almost like a yin-yang or a heart symbol, flying, and then also a raven on a stupa. This is a wood block. I'm really partial to wood blocks. I'm trying to help preserve Buddha wood blocks. They stopped being made in Japan at the onset of ukiyo-e. With the communist invasion of Tibet, you only see wood blocks pretty much in prayer flags anymore. So I'd like to revive that tradition. And this is a Japanese woman, Yuka Uta, doing a bodhisattva, and it's one long scroll piece. It's really beautifully done. So it's all hand carved and then hand printed. Here we have three watercolors by really well-known watercolor artist Diane Tennell, who 30 years ago lived at Shoshone for a period. So she was the winner of the Hawaii Watercolor Association first place one year, and so she's here has a Lakshmi and a Kuan Yin and then a lotus. And then if we come over to this side, I have four women artists. This is Nichaya, and with a Bodhisattva, and then Lasha Mutual, who's has amazing illustrations of Tara, and we have Jyoti Nichols, has done a medicine Buddha, and this is my little painting of Tara. I call it an environmental Tara. These ones I think are extraordinary. They're like mandalas, but they're made with little tiny paper punch cutouts. Probably millions of these little cutouts put together, and there's a woman figure in the center, and then these different kind of mandala shapes around her. Sri Yantra in the center of this one. And a lot of the Buddhist art started with tattoo art and graffiti art, and then it's grown into more popular Western genres. But this is a beautiful Buddha all done in spray paint. So to also include that element of the contemporary art. This is Helen Redman. She's in many museums with her family portraits. And here she's exploring the Buddhist iconography of green Tara and the dancing goddess with 8 arms. And this one she calls Busy Buddha. And he has a cell phone and holding all kinds of things to show our modern world, really. Now if we come over to this other room, above us, Lynn Walday, and this piece is called The Space Between Breaths. So kind of a study of the Buddhist idea and Hindu idea of living in the moment. And here we have beautiful dragon and eagle and serpent done by a renowned tattoo artist. Just a really excellent execution and painting. We got prayer wheels and another painting by Karma. This is an artist from Japan. Again, sort of a Zen in the moment kind of feeling of an accordion book. This is an important piece. This is by Kabiraj Lama, and it was post the earthquake in Kathmandu, where he's from, and the rebuilding of the temples. And in India and Nepal, they use bamboo for the scaffolding. He calls it a taste of time. So it's rebuilding the temple, but you can still see the Buddha's eyes in here. And this is printmaking. So this is a lithograph print. This woman, Cynthia Kennedy, does antique postage stamp art. So she has all these little postage stamps, and she's made a Kali and a Buddha mandala and then a pagoda. And the red Vistara is a contemporary artist that you can see dimensions and multiplicity within the sculpture. If you look down, you can see yourself and you can see the expansion of light. On this wall, we have Yuva Tuladar, who is a prominent Nepalese artist now working in California, and he's got a contemporary Tara, green Tara. And then this is His Holiness the Dalai Lama, 4-year-old portrait that he's painted. And here is called The Emerging Goddess. And right below that we have a prayer wheel. We have 2 prayer wheels in the exhibit made by men from Estes Park. We have some mandalas here they're actually by 2 different artists. One is from Nepal and she lives in Denver. They're both women artists, but exploring the expansion and mandala feeling on wood. This is another one by Kabiraj Lama. They have those rich blacks, and then the red is incredibly skillful and peaceful kind of piece. And another Zen artwork by Charles Counter, the light showing the variation. It's as interesting on the back as the front because he builds these wooden frames and then covers them with a black fabric. And in this corner we have Mayumi Oda, who is a well-known women artist. She does lots of goddesses. I first heard of her many years ago with the Zen Tassajara cookbooks and bread books. We have 2 lovely pieces by her, a Saraswati and then also a Manjushri, and then a contemporary sculpture as well. So this is our wonderful show celebrating contemporary Buddhist and Hindu art, and I hope you can come to visit it and submit if you're an artist. Thank you.